KC meteorologist Daniel Phillips.
Well, let's break down the forecast here. It's a very wet day coming up today. Going to see a lot of rainfall out there, the potential for a little bit of flooding as well. We got a couple different watches and warnings that are up throughout Louisiana. Flash flood warning, or flash flood watch rather, is going to stretch through the majority of the state. For us, that means almost all of Acadiana, and that will even get out over towards the I-55 corridor, just to the west of about Tangipahoa Parish. You've got coastal flood warnings as well down along coastal portions of coastal portions of Acadiana, Cameron, Vermilion Parish, Iberia Parish as well. Tides are still going to be running pretty high. We've seen some of that coastal flooding already this week. We're going to get a little bit more of that, and then a flood warning up along the Sabine and the Calcasieu River for the time being. No word there on when those numbers are going to start to come down. Coastal flood advisories down in southeastern portions of the state as well. For your commute today, really not the best commute conditions. You got a lot of wet weather out there, rounds of heavy rain. Now, we may get a break or two here or there, but we got more that's building out over towards the west, and that's going to get dragged up into the region as well. I would say that as you go to and from work, keep in the back of your mind alternate routes in case you travel along some of those intersections, some of those low-lying roads that catch a lot of that water, and give yourself plenty of time to get from point A to point B. Don't get in a rush out there this morning. And same with the evening commute as well. May not be as heavy, the showers may be a little more broken up, but they're still going to be hanging around. There's still going to be a few lingering showers that are out and about across the area today. As we work our way through the next 48 hours, what the rain totals look like here, or the rain chances, they stay high all the way through the afternoon today. This is lunchtime. You've got some of the heavier rainfall kind of swinging through in early parts of the afternoon. You can see that there's another spike middle of the day. That's what I'm talking about when I say rounds of rain. Notice that the rain chances kind of dip there through the mid-morning, then they jump back up, and so on and so forth until they gradually go down as we get into Thursday. Cloud cover going to be sticking up there, though. It looks like Thursday going to be fairly cloudy through the majority of the day. I do think we get a little bit of clearing, though, maybe late Thursday, but at least the rainfall will have come to an end. You won't be seeing much in the way of rain, and then it stays very quiet going on into Friday. I think Friday actually going to be a fairly nice day, and we'll have good looking weather as we get into the weekend as well. So there is relief right around the corner, but in the meantime, we do have active weather, and we do need to talk about the possibility of maybe a little bit of severe weather out there as well. A marginal risk, so a low-end risk, but a risk nonetheless up through northern parts of Acadiana. That's where that low is going to swing through, and you may get a couple spin-up tornadoes closer to that low. Flooding may also be a little bit of an issue out there as well. So we do have to talk about the potential for some localized flooding. I think it becomes a little more minor when you get down south of the 190 corridor. Once you get along and northwards of the 190 corridor, particularly getting up into northern parts of Louisiana, I think that's where you're going to see a more substantial flood threat, because that's where that low is going to be swinging through. And the rain totals on that are probably going to be reaching up to magnitude, I think, hot spots of between 6 to 8. I think the rest of us probably a couple inches worth of rain. As long as we got a few breaks in the action, then we should start to improve just a little bit and see some of that draining out. We got to look at the extended forecast and last look at the radar coming up in a few minutes. It's 6:48 right now. It's 74 degrees.